Welcome.
It's midnight and the time is right to kick back, relax, and talk some shit with your fam. If you're bored, never fear, crack a beer. It's that inmate Tommy, yeah, we here. The midnight hour. The midnight hour. Night hour.
Ah, the human centipede. That sounds like a hit. Wait, the ones in back have to eat the front one's shit?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, the human centipede. That sounds like a hit. Wait, the ones in back have to eat the front one's shit? Ah, the human centipede. That sounds like a hit. Wait, the ones in back have to eat the front one's shit?
Eat my shit.
Ah, the human centipede. That sounds like a hit. Wait, the ones in back have to eat the front one's shit?
Grab a spoon.
How the fuck is everybody?
I'm good.
Grab a spoon and eat my shit.
Who do you want to eat your shit?
What's up, Anthony? Congratulations on your memoirs.
Hey,
I'm not sure either,
Anthony.
Jen.
J to the E to the N to the N to the I to the fur.
Boglin!
The whole world's looking at Jennifer.
Without her VHS collection behind her.
What? What happened?
It tried to kill her.
It fell off the one of them fell off of the wall and hit me in the head with all 80 VHSs on it.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's in that video.
Yeah.
I still need to watch that. Yeah, I got to redo a lot of things, too. I think I'm going to switch bedrooms. Put all my shit in one of my back bedrooms that I have.
You don't want to put it above your head like Jen? The cheetah and the Chabot are in the chat.
Cheetah and the Chabot. Saw Snow White and Novocaine 2. Good movie.
Who saw Novocaine?
Huh?
Who saw Novocaine?
Shabbat. Anthony Chabot.
I like that movie too.
Much like suffocating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what have you guys done this week? The week is coming to an end. What have you guys done? Anything exciting? Did you
No.
do anything out of the norm?
No. Double cheese and double pepperoni and olives.
Yeah, the double cheese and the double pepperoni.
I'm getting over St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, was it fucking crazy?
Oh my gosh. We had to have four dump trucks with those scoopers in front of them. Go up Park Street.
You got a dump truck?
And get all the beer bottles and beer cans off the ground. The day after the St. Patrick's Day.
Vinnie Mac.
Horror of Spice.
Hello.
Horror of Spice where everything's nice.
What up, Echo?
Yeah, they did getting used to a new phone. Sorry, kind of playing with a new phone.
What's up, Echo?
Not much.
Echo's teaching me about the ways of the WWF and pro wrestling the last couple days. Man,
Well, just remember, stay away from big rubber bands.
yeah,
You
keep away
know
from that
that.
shit.
You know that shit had to legitly hurt.
I had to talk my friend out of that too. She thought he was really hurt.
No, watch this clip of this wrestling match in Japan. They take those big stretchy rubber band type things and they stretch it across this gymnasium, let go, and oh, like oh god, that had to legitly hurt.
There is a new, I don't know how new it is, but there's a sport that I think they're trying to get in the Olympics. It's called ear tugging, and you take a rubber band and you sit in front of somebody, head to head, face to face, and you take these rubber bands and you put them behind your ears, and you have to tug. And the person that pulls off the other ones, uh, I guess the side that comes off, that person loses.
Well, I know something else they should put in the Olympics: penile tug of war.
I've
I mean,
actually played that before, Hobbs.
what, penile tug of war?
No. um uh the ear tug.
That does sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Vince. It sounds like a jackass stuff.
Mm-hmm. It does.
So when are we going to get competitive slapping at the Olympics?
I think that probably will be there soon, considering it's becoming popular in the mainstream.
Oh, was it TBS or TNT had the dramatic version of it, where they would slap somebody and they had to fall back and do all these flips to act like the slap was like, much worse than it actually was. And they even had, I remember they even had sound effects because if you hit somebody, yeah, it's gonna be loud, but it was way too loud, and then with all the flying backwards and flipping, it's like bullshit.
Parkour slapping is going to come next, where you do all the jumping and shit, and then you slap shit out of people.
But I still say, okay, we allowed breakdancing. We need to
Yeah,
allow line dancing. Well, how's it? Nosy do and grab your partner and the nosy do on a ding 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 ding.
da, 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 da.
Yeah, they need be fair. Line dancing. Can you see like the French or somebody trying to figure out? Oh, what is this? I do not understand.
Vince says he wants to start.
Go.
Vince says he wants to start a show called "Cooking for the Fatbacks."
Mm.
Ooh.
Will you be cooking from inside an F-150? F-150.
Somehow I don't see that happening.
I think there should be pumpkin tossing in the Olympics. Yeah, they do, like they build the trebuchets to throw pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How
they
fucking
should.
awesome would that be?
Since they
You just
allowed
want pumpkins in there.
they allowed breakdancing. There was another one they allowed. Some girl like did this thing where it was like skateboarding or something, and she got told if she got the gold, her parents would get her like a duck or something. So of course she worked her ass off to get gold because she wanted that duck or whatever. Parents are probably like, "Oh shit, we wanted to do good, but not that good. Now we got to get a duck. God damn it!"
Well,
It's like
I can see it.
it's like Jed, if you get the gold, you get to have the 20-foot long anaconda. Next, you know, Jim
My
gets it.
anaconda don't. My anaconda don't.
Next thing you know, Jen wins it. It's like,
Want
you go,
none unless you got funds, hon.
yeah. Next thing you know, Jen gets it, and we have to go down to the freaking Amazons and catch that thing and try not to get ate. Like, God damn, I shouldn't have told her that.
So, I'm starting to learn that uh, certain movies, I think, are built around specifically storyline, a lack of editing, or there's really good editing and lack of storyline lately.
Yeah.
Have you guys been seeing that in movies and TV shows?
I'd say more lack of storyline.
Shit, I watch bad movies. That's pretty much all there are with bad movies. Look at the one I watched last night, Wood Chipper Massacre.
I I loved that movie. I don't know
Two
why. I
people,
just
two people die. It's not a massacre.
I know. It just something about that movie because the kids just I don't know. It had I love the Wood Chipper Massacre.
And the director played the older brother, and he went on to work with Mark Polonia. From the looks of it, when you look up some of his stuff, Mark Polonia and him worked together.
Hmm.
I need a new yard instrument to now use to taunt people with, because after that, I no more wood chippers.
I think that studying some of the subculture and studying some of the films and the way that they're made, looking at some of the aesthetic, I've just been noticing that either the movie has a really good storyline and they used a lot of editing, or the storyline was shit and the editing was good, or vice versa. And I'm starting to realize that some directors they really reach in a film or they don't need to. It's like either you go too far or you don't hit the spot. You know what I mean?
That's what
Well, I
they
know there's
did
a
Like
in.
you
certain
don't fucking go for it sometimes when you need to.
director who I know is really bad for that kind of stuff, Ferguson. But yeah, I mean, I don't like it when I watch a movie and you can see that if they just did a little bit more, it could have been something.
Like this movie Furious that I watched last night for my Wild Eye Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, martial arts one.
It had such good martial arts in it, but
Mhm.
damn, they didn't go for it in the ending. Like, just fucking go for it sometimes. If you see the ending, you got a little bit of extra cash, just go for it.
Sean's here. He got lost.
Stop fucking smoking the map, Sean, and you won't get lost. But yeah, I mean, movies where like this comes short. I haven't read like I haven't read books like that. Uh, that do that where they're good until you get to the ending and it's rushed, and you're like, what?
I mean, it was so damn good up until the ending, and it was just like,
An ending
so
can
this is
ruin.
what you're
Yeah,
giving me.
yeah, the ending can ruin a movie if it's not done right. I've heard some people complain about the ending of The Mist. They don't like that ending. Some people have said.
Dude,
I've heard.
the ending of The Mist was how it's supposed to be. I know not a lot of people liked it, but that's how The Mist was supposed to be.
Yeah, but like you can also like they reshoot it. 'Cause remember, Jaws of the Revenge was one that got reshot.
Well, there's
But
two versions. There's two versions of Jaws' Revenge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because originally Mario Van Peebles was supposed to die, and
Yeah,
I guess they did a test. And they were like, they don't like it, so let's go shoot a new ending.
I remember seeing the version where he died.
Yeah, because they didn't test well. I think they said with audiences.
like they should quit listening to those things.
Look at that movie, that last Predator movie, not the Prey, but the one before it, where they have that mech suit shows up and they're like, "We know what we're doing." It's like, what?
Patrick says a lot of martial art films they film the action scenes first, then the story. I don't know, man.
There's one I did a review of in one of my haul videos. It's like 300 versus 1, or 1 versus 300. It's like basically a 1 hour plus fight scene, nonstop.
I
And
mean,
it just has one of those endings where it's like it gets over and then the guy goes to fight some more and you're like, okay.
I recommend everybody watch Furious because it's Simon Rhee kicking the shit out of about 100 people just by himself throughout the entire movie, and it's so good. Like it's just they slow down, but they slowed down the martial arts scenes to to
They slow it down to Ua.
they slowed it down. They slowed it down to basically show the technique with the fucking weapons, and I thought that was cool. But you could also tell that it was almost too slow, like it was like a sparring match, and uh, sometimes it got faster. But when they were using size and stuff, it's just something that I want everybody to watch. This movie, Furious. Jennifer, I don't know if you're really into martial art movies, but it's suggested for everybody in the chat, and
Yeah, I'm sure we do. Now all I have to do is find it.
it's probably going to be hard to find, honestly. But
Yeah.
but you guys know what I'm talking about, like when you find a movie and it just it doesn't hit the mark when you want it to so bad.
Yeah, all I know is in your review you gave it a positive review, and on here you're telling us it didn't hit. Jen, does your shirt say butt roller derby?
No, Butte roller derby.
We couldn't see the E, so it looked like butt roller derby.
So butt roller derby.
Yes.
So let me just make this clear. I loved the movie, but I was thinking about how much even more I could have loved it if the ending would have just been a little different.
So you're like me with Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Was that the one they shot 2 endings for?
Yep.
Because what the originally was, what Ducky gets her, and they decided no.
Yes.
They were like, for some reason they thought this would be better if he doesn't get her.
They listened to the audience that watched it.
She gets his duckette, and she ends up with that rich guy.
You know they've made porn parodies of that movie where Ducky gets the ass in the end. Like he definitely gets the girl.
Oh, he gets the rich guy.
My poor Ducky.
What?
My poor Ducky.
What's wrong with him?
That bitch, she picked Blaine over him.
But you know Ducky got the hot lady later on. You know he got another lady.
Yeah, he got the duckette, I think. What is it? Is that? But she was played by somebody famous in her first appearance.
Christina Applegate. I believe. Yeah.
What's up, Henny God? Welcome.
Hello.
And shout out to Jim. I'm not for sure, but I'm not also unsure if this is Jim Now It's Dark's birthday today. There's a good chance.
So just in case, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, geez, this is the lack of enthusiasm in that one, Jen.
Well, I was trying to think of my song. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too. That's my happy birthday song.
Jim, if you're listening, and we're not for sure exactly what date it's on because I really can't remember. Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
But no, I totally recommend the movie Furious to everybody. I think everybody's going to like it. I just wanted a little more out of the ending, is all.
Yeah.
The Power of Grayskull.
By the power of queefs.
Blast you, He-Man!
But it was one of the more serious. It's one of the more serious Wild Eye martial art films that I've seen.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What she
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Happy year of birth, Jim. Happy birthday, Jim. Everybody's wishing Jim a happy birthday.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
whatever day it is this month. To now star Jim, who no longer makes videos or does streaming on the tube, but he's a good friend.
He is. And he puts up with my dirty dirty messages I send him, so hey.
Yeah, he does. Y'all go at it. It's
oh,
wild.
they go at it? Oh, la
Ben
la.
Grimm in the house.
Say his name and he appears.
Say his name and he appears.
So at my job, I have to like find ways to keep myself busy while I talk to customers and shit. And they've implemented this new rule where you can actually have a headset on and listen to music while you're talking to clients and shit.
Mm.
For whatever reason, I've been getting into like 70s country music.
Oh, good choice. Good
Well, that's
choice.
the best country music.
So I've been listening to a lot of like Merle Haggard and a lot of Waylon Jennings.
Dolly,
And it's
Kenny.
been weird. It's been
Kitty Rogers, Coward of the County.
yeah. Kenny Rogers is there.
That's the song I always really liked was Coward of the County. Where at the
And then
end,
I
he
was like,
those guys' asses for what they did to his woman.
I haven't been listening to any Mozart because Mozart was out in the 1960s, and I'm just kidding. But I've been listening to a lot of relaxation music, like just country music. I get so fucking bored. See, I have a sit down job and I work in a call center, and it's like I get so fucking bored, like talking to customers and clients and shit.
It'd be
Sit
fun to
down,
talk to you.
sit down work is it's different. It's not. It's the only thing I can really do, but it's. I've been realizing that I like that type of music. And then other days I'll listen to something heavy, like I'll listen to heavy music, but I'll put country on, or I've got the Rocky Horror Picture Show set up for my uh, Pandora. They've got one. Um, see, Pandora allow you to put all the music you want on based on one group, and then they compare what groups are similar. Like, you guys know what Pandora is, right?
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
So it's kind of nice in that aspect because it'll put you with whatever the closest mix of music that's closest to who you ever. I never even knew about Pandora, really. I guess that's showing my age. And it's really cool because it pairs whatever you put with to something similar. Like if you put in the Go-Go's, well, it'll put up all the stuff that sounds like the Go-Go's, like the B-52s and all them fucking groups, you know?
I put in knock 3 times because I wanted to hear that song.
Knock
Uh,
3 times. And then kick the fucking door down.
Knock 3 times.
Come for my $50 you owe me and my copy of Leave It to Beaver.
Well, I didn't even know that it was the thing, Casey. Like,
It's been a while since I've heard about it.
I don't know what people do for music now. I don't know what the fuck everybody does.
I got
YouTube.
playlist.
It's an app like Spotify.
What the fuck is Spotify?
Echo telling.
Something I don't use.
Are you a ninja?
No,
Covering up your
my psoriasis or whatever, my face is acting up.
You look like a ninja. Is it Spotify the app that's on PSN everybody uses?
No, it's like a website. A lot of people, they got music. People have Spotify podcasts and stuff like that.
Well,
Guys in the chat, what do you guys do?
What is the app that's on PlayStation that everybody uses?
Spotify, because you can get it on there probably. They have multiple apps on PlayStation.
Is Spotify free or what?
Yeah.
You can get it for free, but they're all like subscription levels where you get more. So.
It wasn't free for what I wanted, so I took it off.
Don't people use cassette tapes anymore?
God damn, you really are an old motherfucker.
Hey, hey, I still have my cassette mixtapes.
Casey says CD's nuts.
It's all CDs and MP3s and all that other shit.
But you know what? For some reason, I just cannot get rid of my CDs. I can't get rid of them. If I do anything, I'll send them to Jennifer.
I got a whole bunch
CD's
of them
nuts.
I got a whole bunch of them right behind that copy of Goonies.
Patrick watched Alice in Chains last night.
I'm the man in the box.
Shirley knows his shit.
What up, Boo?
Hello.
Don't say hi, Brian.
Homie Boo's in the house.
It's like that movie Hollow we watched. They had the car that had the tape player in it.
It's not play with mold, eh?
What pants are you wearing?
Sweatpants?
They're polyester.
Yeah.
See if I can. Yep.
Me too, Brian, wearing sweatpants.
Put that down. I do not want to wear them as shorts.
But they don't
call them
hurt.
And do
joggers.
not say how long my leg hair is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 3 inches long.
My leg hair is short, Brian.
So let me explain something else I got to experience tonight. So I haven't gotten my car yet. I'm saving up for a car. I'm going to be buying one soon. So tonight, for circumstances beyond my control, I had to take a ride tonight from Uber.
Oh, how was that?
They're fine. I don't mind my Uber rides, but tonight I was picked up in a Tesla.
Ooh.
Could be worse.
Never in my life have I been in a Tesla. Didn't know what they were like.
I've got your.
They are an interesting vehicle. Now, again, I'm not saying I support anything that Elon Musk does, but the Tesla was an interesting vehicle because the car itself did not have a dashboard. All it had was this big fucking tablet in the middle of the console. It controlled everything.
No steering wheel or anything?
It had a steering wheel, but it did not have it did not have any time, like, or didn't have the speed, the mileage, shit like that on the front of the dashboard. It was on the computer.
Open eraser.
Oh, and
Oh
Ben,
And
wow.
to answer your question, Ben, this was the last CD I bought. Plasmatics.
I still buy CDs, but they're used most of the time. I won't pay full
Well,
price for one.
we have one person in my area that has a Cybertruck, and I decided they look worse in person than they do seeing photos or videos of them. They look
But
fucking small too.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, other than the fact that you can control stuff and do apps and all that shit on the middle console of your car, to get inside the car, it did not have a handle. I had to press a button on the outside, and then it let the handle come out, like it was built inside the door. I wasn't that impressed with it.
I remember seeing videos of some of these cars they wanted to put out. No steering wheels and shit. No dashboard. You just got in, told it where you wanted to go, and it was supposed to drive you. Like,
I mean,
Well, at least they're not making Back to the Future car yet.
hey, we want the flying cars, okay?
Give us what?
okay, well, I guess that's all the cars. Casey said this is how a lot of cars are. Well, I guess that shows how old I am.
Yeah,
I haven't bought a new car in ages.
there was this one guy who's the president of the Sons of the American Legion. He's got one of those cars. He's got the little digital thing. It even tells you if you're kind of going over the lines accidentally. It goes beep beep beep. You got to back up. Real lights. You can go from gas or electric. You can take your choice. But those Cybertrucks are fucking stupid looking.
Here, right. Okay.
I just didn't think it was that impressive for $100,000. No, I'm not getting another. I'll never buy a Nissan Rogue again. Fuck the Nissan Rogue.
What car would you like to get?
What kind of
Oh, my dream car?
I talked about the one
Probably.
at Baby Pad or what?
Yeah.
I talked about the green one outside.
Yeah.
Lincoln Continental.
Yeah.
There's a green Lincoln Continental. I had a Lincoln Continental. That was the first car I owned.
What year is it?
I don't know. I can't. It was the first car. It was like a 67 or 70 Lincoln Continental.
Mine is a 99.
I'm undecided on what I'd like to be able to get, but my money is going to determine what I get. Whatever I have saved up will determine what I get.
Yeah.
Fortunately, beggars can't be choosers.
That is true. That is true.
Subarus are horrible. I had a 1990 Subaru, and guess what? It was low mileage. It was 1990. It only had like 125,000 miles on it, and the head gasket blew.
Oh,
Oh wow!
hi.
Why are Nissan Rogues bad cars?
I just don't think they're built very well, and I mean, it's not like I drove the shit out of it or anything, but
Get yourself a nice muscle car, Hobbs.
well, that's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted a muscle car. I've
A
always wanted a
Nissan.
Le Mans or like a fucking, you know what I want from Phantasm. That's what I want.
Seriously, I wanna.
I'm
Seriously, I
too
have a
big. I'm too big to
2019
fit in.
Nissan. I have a Nissan Altima 2019. Now.
Oh yeah.
It's a fairly new one.
I'm too. The problem is I'm too tall, a little bit stature to fit in a CUDA. You got to be a
Ultima,
tiny boy to get in a CUDA. All the Ultimas, yeah,
Oh yeah,
Nissan
you get a
Ultima.
you get the car like the Wraith car.
that would be badass.
Yeah, every time you get into an accident,
It's
it
a
just fucking repairs
2019.
itself. Oh, Hobbs on a motorcycle? Oh, get him on a Harley. Ride around, be like, yeah.
I would do it. I would gladly drive a fucking motorcycle if I
Get
have
the
one.
high bars, the fucking like the whole chopper thing. See if you
I
can
would
be
do
one of
that.
be one of those badasses who can sit there and just not have to hold the bars and just be like riding down the road.
Hold the bars with my PP. No.
So one of my coolest ever experiences with a motorcycle is I went had in like I was like 8th grade. I had to do a report and I picked motorcycles. I wrote Harley, telling them what I had to do for school. They sent me all the stuff that I still have, like the hit articles on the history, a catalog because this was like 1993. All this shit they sent me free.
That's pretty badass.
So yeah, that is super awesome, and I still
I
have
don't know what
everything.
I don't know what I'll be getting at. I'm so many different things. I don't know about door dashing anymore. I'm getting kind of old.
Oh yeah, you're talking about cassette tapes.
You're
Like
I want to
younger
buy
than me. Stop that.
next thing
the
you know,
Lincoln
he's gonna
Continental.
talk.
The first car I ever owned had an 8 track in it.
What remember those cars they used to call the tanks because they were so damn big? Get one of those.
Get
Uh,
a
Well,
booger
well,
green Chevy Nova.
a Nova is a badass car. I would drive a Nova any day of the week.
I've always been a fan of. I think it's the late '60s model Impala. Forget what year.
A a booger green Nova might be hard to find though.
That's the first car we've ever owned.
Yep.
We had that before you, Brian. Before you came along.
The only thing I want going to Lincoln is the engine. The engine was very good, but everything else is bad.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Including the wreck you got into.
Yes.
That doesn't help.
So, anyways, that's what's going on with my life. What's going on with your guys' lives? Anything new developing? Any?
Just a
And
rash.
no, I'm not using any bad dragons. I'm shaving Brian's head. Okay.
This is crazy.
You know they make special razors that can kind of contort to the head.
No, I did not.
They're like the little handheld things, and like they come out yay big, and when you put it on your head, it forms to the shape of your head as you shave. I don't. I've seen some ads for them. It's been a while since I've seen ads from them, but they're supposed to make shaving the head easier than using clippers, which was still hard as hell to find in Washington State during COVID. Everybody was buying them up so they could do their own haircuts.
Oh.
I ended up having to buy a beard trimmer just to do my hair, which you can imagine how hard of a pain in the ass that was.
Yeah, but you got a full head of hair, man. You could do a lot with your hair.
Back then I had a mohawk,
Well,
Mm.
so I had to like kind of like use this thing to it took forever.
What's up, Cassie? Everybody,
Hello.
drop your links.
Hey, Cassie.
Everybody, if you've not checked out Tales Told in the Dark, please check out Tales Told in the Dark. She does kind of like scary stories to tell in the dark type clips.
Mhm.
there's hair on me.
Well, that's why you go downstairs and take a bath.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
And then check out the Cheetah. Have Cheetah will view. Cheetah will view. Check out Interweb Kaiju, the king of the Kaiju. Check out Ben
Yeah.
Grimm. Check out everybody in the chat.
Yeah, yep.
Yep, 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 yep.
Yep.
What are you looking for,
My
bud?
glasses and
So is everybody still getting the everybody's still getting the cold ass weather that we are here in Ohio, like Bones and I?
Yes.
But the way we do in Washington State, like we did last year, we started to warm up enough where I had to put the ACs in, and that day or the day after, it fucking got cold as hell here for a while. And instead of taking them out because I wasn't gonna waste the time, I kept them in. Made things cold as hell
just wonder.
inside.
He said he was going to get the part today and clean it.
We're wet here. It's been
Yeah.
raining a lot and
Mhm.
windy.
What?
I'm on him to fix it, Purr. Okay.
And why does not go fix it?
I think he is going to fix it, Purr.
Why couldn't he fix it?
Blast you, He-Man! I will get
Why
you.
couldn't he fix it today?
Are they remaking He-Man? Is that true or
Yes,
They
it's
have to
they released some
redo
photos of what
get
He-Man's
new
gonna look
parts
like.
from the
It's
special
not good
store you told us about.
Yes.
because the
Why
is he
couldn't
gonna
storybooks.
is he gonna look like Darth Maul or what?
They had to
He
order
looks
that.
preppy in a pink
Yeah.
shirt and brown pants, because part of it's gonna take place on Earth. I'm surprised
Now
you haven't seen the photo they leaked of him.
I think I have.
It was embarrassing.
Is that Captain D's nuts?
That's Super Balls.
Super boss.
Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, Casey. I know you wanted to see these nuts.
I like the chest hair. I mean the testicle hair.
It's a song, Hobbs. You should know.
Okay.
I don't, and that's why I'm upset. Is I feel like I've heard what you guys are talking about, but I don't know.
Hey, Brian.
I'm gonna send it to you after the stream.
Brian.
He had to go take a shower. All that hair that you just cut off is probably bothering his neck.
Yeah,
Like at first you looked like a ninja, now you look like a He-Man character.
Yes. I'm.
No, you look like the Rat King from Turtles. He was wrapped like that. I used to have a figure that looked like that.
I have
I'm
the
not even.
original Rat King figure too.
I'm not even gonna lie about it, dude. I still watch the Turtles episodes. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I'm not even gonna care or lie about it.
Well, Bones has them all now.
Why is that something you have to lie about?
Because people may not know that I watch cartoons. Guess what? Newsflash: I watch
Everybody
cartoons.
does.
Why is that something to be ashamed of?
I'm not. I'm just saying if people didn't know, guess what?
Oh,
I watch cartoons.
That reminds me.
If you don't know, now you know. You know.
That's right. I got to look at Tubi because I thought they had the old GI Joe cartoons.
Yes, and Bones, I'll be getting to that video. Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing that because I wanted to see what that set looked like.
Baldwin.
And the thing is like everybody should watch whatever the fuck they want. Who cares if you're older and you want to watch cartoons? Who cares what people think?
I watch Fraggle Rock.
Which one, the original or the remake?
The original.
Is there a remake?
Yeah, they did a remake. What, a few years ago? Jen really loves it. Oh, she's all, oh, down a Fraggle Rock, down a Fraggle Rock.
Worries for another day. Let the children play down at Fraggle Rock. They're bringing back My Pet Monster. What the fuck?
Oh, we have a birthday today on March 20th. It is one Fred Rogers' birthday.
Fred Rogers.
Happy birthday, Fred Rogers.
Born on this day in 1928, and he went on to host one of the coolest shows ever. Oh.
Casey, you calling it quits already?
Casey, you already
Casey?
get too much beauty sleep already. My goodness.
I love the old Mr. Rogers Neighborhood.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
Didn't they appear in one of the movies or whatever for the Muppets? Something.
Who?
The Fraggle Rocks. I thought they appeared in a cameo in one of the movies.
You know what? I think they did, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm gonna have to watch all my Muppet movies. Damn it. What am I saying? Damn it. I love to watch it.
Did you know that Kiss was on Scooby Doo once?
Yes.
Yep.
I was telling Echo the other day about some groups that I was listening to that I never even heard of, and he was blown away. What was that group I told you in the chat the other day, Echo? I was listening to, and you're like, I can't believe you never heard of them.
No, I'm old. I can't remember shit. Who am I? Where am I?
I'm older than you, Echo. You be quiet.
Let me get that answer. Who's that? Who's that group?
Ooh. Have to go back in the chat logs.
The group.
Who? The Who?
You couldn't believe that I never heard of Dio before.
Oh, yeah. Like, how the fuck do you not know about Dio? You know,
I don't know.
He replaced Ozzy, and
Dio
then he did
used
some
to sing for Black Sabbath.
Yeah, after Ozzy, and then he would do the solo stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't
Only
know
Diamond.
What he did?
that's
What,
the
Rainbow?
that's the song I sent to Echo and said, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, he what? A Holy Diver,
badass
Rainbow
song.
in the Dark. Yeah, Rainbow in the Dark and Holy Diver. I don't know which one I like better. They're both cool songs.
There will never be a room tour ever because I don't have. Yeah, I
Damn.
don't have any. Yeah, maybe one day.
You just Ron Simmons us.
He
Damn.
didn't say it right.
Well, no, right. I'm just
But a lot of
discussing
people,
my feelings about no room tour. Damn.
a lot of people were surprised I never heard of Halloween before.
Waiting for your Ron Simmons echo.
Okay, they appeared in
Damn.
the 2011 Muppets movie. So they did appear. Some of the
That's true, Ben. Ben's right. I just fucked that all up.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always a chance.
Yes.
If I move to a different room, then there might be a bigger chance. It just depends because the lighting is so fucking bad here.
Use a flashlight.
What you do is you give them a tour of your bathroom and say, "Here you go. Here's the toilet. There's your room tour."
No. Some people do that. Some people put their movies in the toilet.
Yeah, don't get to flush the toilet.
Well, no, not in the toilet, but they use it for the space.
You know, when he says room tour, he doesn't want a room tour. He wants to see your movies.
No, he wants to see the room and all my decor and my horror merch and all that shit. Everybody wants to see that stuff because I got a bunch of that shit too.
Let me find out.
Fucking find out.
Yeah, find out.
Hold the fort down, guys. I'll be right back in a few.
Okay.
Holding the fort.
Ooh, nice.
Chad, if you have any questions for the group, ask away.
Ask her, not me.
Or ask the chat questions.
Oh man.
Ben Grimm, have you had a blunt fin lately?
You look like a parrot, Echo.
Cheetah, how was your tuna melt?
Molly, what's a cracker? Oh, go-to pizza topping? Simple. Cheese.
Yes.
And then everything else.
That's sausage.
And mushrooms.
No, shrooms.
That's mine. Cheese, sausage, and mushrooms.
No, shrooms are better than mushrooms because you have such a good time afterwards when they kick in.
Well, if you have happy shrooms.
Not those kind.
Can see we saw what Jen has with actually acts with magic cookies. What about magic salads and magic pizza?
Hi, Bri.
She was all giggly and laughing up a storm that night. Like, hey, I was only asked for that one cookie. I had them all. So,
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Bri.
that was that the boneyard?
Yes. Is Bri still in the room?
Hmm?
Is Boo still there?
No.
I was going to ask him if he took the garbage out. I forgot to ask him earlier.
No, he got what he wanted from me. His head shaved.
A bald one? You should give him one of your grumblies. You have so many. It's karaoke time.
Have you seen the, what do they call those fugus or whatever at Walmart?
The Fukoffs?
They're like these huggy, like little plush characters you can hug, but they're like fugus or something like that.
Hug these nuts.
What do they do?
Hobbs is in the little boy's room. Maybe.
I have no idea. I need to buy one. They have some gremlin ones, but they don't have them in the store. They have them online.
Fuglies. Ben wants to know if you've ever had anchovy or sardine gummy.
That might be what it is. They're like huggable little things. Saw them around Christmas time. And they kept having it, but they have like a gremlin one and a gizmo one. And but they don't have them in the stores, only online. I should see how much it is. You should buy stock in Modelo.
Echo.
I had the reverb too high.
Sounded pretty good to me.
Hello, Jen. How are you? Are you laughing at me? That's so mean. What? Is this something about the way I sound? It's so mean.
Oh.
That is so loud.
Stop it, Echo.
What? I'm doing nothing. I'm innocent.
Making my head hurt a bit.
Hey, whenever I try to think, it hurts. Oh my. They need to introduce a patch for this with more voices. Male voice setting.
Is that blinking balls on your chin?
Hey, it's a medical condition. Don't make fun of me. Deep voice setting. Luke, I am your father. Echo voice setting. So now, basically, echo voice setting. So that's how it sounds. Monk voice setting.
Echoing.
buy some stock. Buy some stock in Twitch. Yeah, buy some stock in Twitch. There once was a man from Nantucket who sat on a bucket and said, "Fuck it, baby." Okay, I'm done.
Encore.
Are you
Encore.
not making fun of my voice? You're so mean.
Would I pull your what?
Nose hairs?
I'll pull some hairs, but not your nose hairs. Ew, that'd be gross, nose
She's gonna
hairs.
pull your pubes. She's out of here.
Uh-oh. Gin down, gin down.
She said, "Thank you. Good night."
You know, I've thought about stocks, but I don't know how stocks and shares works. So I never bought any. The same with cryptocurrency. How the fuck does it work?
Cactus Jack. I just noticed. Bang bang.
Yeah, it was on sale, so I was like, oh, I've always wanted a Cactus Jack shirt. This is the WWE version. Because I think the actual one, that the picture is bigger, but I can't find it. So, but yeah. Bang bang! I'll break that off and make your girlfriend cry. NFTs, that's what I want to know, Ben. All this shit, NFTs, cryptocurrency, what the fuck? Bitcoin. Ugh. Some people get rich off it, and some people lose all the money.
Ah! Bones.
Still no word on when that movie's coming out. Oh, the U.S. Sorry, the
Yeah,
U.S.
it's coming in other countries.
Yeah, they call it the U.S. The term they used to me was the U.S. street date.
Coming.
So, and then Casey was asking me about some other movies. So, and I signed up for the newsletter from them. They sent you the email. It says we'll give you news about new releases. So, I'm trying.
Touch it.
Oh God, the Hawk Tour thing. Oh God, that blew up in her face. Now, didn't it? The Hawk Tour coin, Hawk, whatever they call it, or the Tour coin, that blew up in her face. She went into like hiding afterwards, and then she came out, and that was a mess. And Ben, she came out briefly to post some stuff of her, an expensive 2-piece bikini, and to make a couple of statements. And I think she did on someone's podcast or something, and then she went back into hiding. Said at one point that if there's an investigation, she would cooperate with the investigators. That thing, people were like, we lost a shitload of money.
Well, they invested a ton of money.
Well,
in
no,
her.
they said they had they were talking about something called snipers who were buying the shit left and right, cause it to shoot up, and then eventually it went like real down, like ridiculously. The value dropped and people lost money. And then she caught the attention of CoffeeZilla, who investigates all these crypto scams, and that's when she went, bye. I gotta go what was it? I gotta go to bed now. I gotta take a nap. And then no one heard for 2 weeks or so. And then she came out, and then boom. Yeah, that's what they did, Ben.
In a bikini?
Pogba.
And get this guy, Duck Hollywood, who helped it, he has a famous father-in-law you guys might know of. The Duck Hollywood's father-in-law is Howie Mandel.
Wow. Who would have thought?
So we'll wait and see. Right now, it seems to be all the people that cover this cut, that all these people that cover it have gone silent and doing other things, but I don't think she should have. I think she shouldn't have done it. If she was kind of, do a little investigating on who she's involved, get involved.
A ton of people made money off her too because they made Hawk 2 shirts.
Oh yeah. But this blew back in her face. Yes, the voice of Gizmo, and what was that cartoon he did?
Bobby's World.
Yeah. Same voice, wasn't it?
There was also Maurice and Little Monsters.
Yep. And he did that movie. Was it Walk Like a Man? Where he's like he plays a guy who as a kid was.
Yeah, that's one of Tochi's favorites.
Bobo.
That movie's legendary.
You know, they're talking
Walk like a man.
Well, they're talking about Gremlins 3. I wonder if they're going to get him to come back.
I don't know, but Ortega wants to be in it.
I want to be in it.
Audition.
I want to be one of the people who gets terrorized by the Gremlins. Just to say, boom.
Walk like a man, talk like a man.
Yeah, that was who sung that? God.
These nuts.
Yeah, but there's some good remakes that are coming out, and some I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on, dude. Really?
Well, I'm looking forward to Lilo and Stitch. I saw that original back in the theater. I saw that back in the theater back in 2002. I think I've told the story before. Me and my dad went and saw it. He had such a good time. He almost fell out of his seat laughing. And then when he passed away in 2011, it made that memory mean so much more to me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm so hyped, and I plan on seeing it when it comes to the theater.
Gremlins when it comes to the theater?
Oh. Gremlins. We got a gremlin right here. Can't point. There we go.
I thought you were talking about Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. Because that's the next month or the month afterwards. It's not that far off.
It looks good. I've seen the teaser or the trailer or whatever it is. It looks realistic. Kind of looks like Gizmo. Has a runny nose and shit.
Oh, yeah.
We got to figure in 6 months will be spooky time.
Oh, you mean it would be the nude camp time?
Almost time for spooky time.
If all goes well, I get my new mask at the end of next month, beginning of June.
A Penta mask?
Yeah, because they were supposed to get shipped at the end of this month, but it looks like they pushed it back to next month. In fact, I should check.
Hi, Jen.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, estimated arrival April 24th to April 30th.
So we'll start the movie watching again soon. We'll start watching movies and stuff. I just figured we'd shoot the shit another week before we get into actual themes.
Well, I'm still working on I'm still trying to pin down for Trauma Week. I think I have an idea, but I won't say anything. But I have pitched an idea to Professor. Not gonna say anything. It's
Tell me more. Tell me more.
we gotta wait and see if the
Tell
what
me
the
more.
Does she like the back door?
just gonna say it's a possible
You
another
get
theme.
really far.
Another theme week from a studio that doesn't always get love.
Asylum.
Oh damn, Bones! You must be
ITN week.
I know my homies. Hops is always surprised when I figure out stuff he's got on his mind.
Well, I literally I pitched the idea to Professor because I literally was watching Zombies. I was like, this would be a good idea. So, but I'm still looking on that. I'll make the announcement probably if it's the end of June, maybe sometime next month or in May. I'll make the announcement about Trauma Week.
Ben Grimm stated that the WrestleMania is less than a month away.
Yep.
A24 is the best. They got the best movies out there. An A24 week.
I'm more partial to Wild Eye or RTN.
I'm partial
So
to
what do you guys?
background.
Echo likes his low budget films.
Yeah, pretty much.
What else do you guys have coming up on your channels?
He's nuts.
Well, everybody wanted to know what was in those containers above my bed. I'm gonna do the other one that I already took down. I'm gonna show those videos. What was up there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, nice Toxic Avenger image, Bones.
Hell yeah.
I told Casey my thing about that after seeing that trailer. I will reserve my final judgment for later, but I will talk it for now.
I will shit talk it forever.
Who knows? I might end up enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah.
Unless there's a guy in a plastic suit and they have a dorky looking Melvin again.
Melvin's.
I will hate it.
The town pump is a little old place where we can get Dr. Pee-Pee.
Backlund.
Actually, his character is not named Melvin.
It's a dude with a mop.
Yes, but he falls into the toxic waste.
He plays
to become
Winston.
him.
He plays Winston Goes.
And why'd they change his name?
No idea. So it's not Melvin. Kevin
I
Bacon
never understand why they do that.
Kevin Bacon is Bob Gulbinger. Elijah Wood is Fritz Gulbinger.
Yeah, and in the trailer you can go to that restaurant and get cock sandwiches.
Oh, you mean the what was it? The big cock combo?
Sounds like McDonald's.
The big cock.
What is up, kids? This is Butte the Clown. I'm coming for ya. This is Butte the Clown. I'm coming for all your pasties and all of your tacos from Taco Bell. This is Butte the Clown.
Butte the Clown's
You
laugh is somebody's intro.
You gotta figure Butte the Clown has to exist in Butte, Montana somewhere. There's gotta be a clown in Montana called Butte.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You know it exists. You know he exists out there.
Yeah.
Say his name 3 times.
Butte.
Well,
Butte. Butte.
Now he's going to be under your bed.
What is up, kids? This is Butte the Clown. I'm coming for ya. This is Butte the Clown. I'm coming for all your pasties and all of your tacos from Taco Bell. This is Butte the Clown.
We had on Park Street. We have that little, that little tiny Taco Bell that fits 30 people. After partying, 200 people were there trying to get in. So they kicked everybody out and closed it down.
Can you imagine that? I don't think I would last 5 minutes in Butte, Montana. I think I would be on the floor.
Party in Butte.
It sounds like my type of town, though. It sounds like a lot of like the town I'm from, where they party like that.
A guy came here from Switzerland
Did he bring these Swiss watches or Swiss cheese?
just for St. Patrick's Day to party.
Was he from Letitz?
Some other great
Letitz.
some other great town names. Letitz.
It's Lidditz.
Lidditz.
Some other great town names. Letitz.
It's Lidditz.
And if you're making last-minute dinner plans, you may have a hard time getting in some of the titties in some of the city's top spots. And if you're making last-minute dinner plans, you may have a hard time getting in some of the titties in some of the city's top spots.
Get in them teddies.
You know what they were thinking?
He just has no reservation, does he? Like, you know, that's what he was thinking about. His shift was about to be over at the news center, and all he's thinking about them titties.
Yeah, I can just put his head between the bed. There's a laundromat.
The Blu-ray I bought cost more than the film did to produce. Squeeze my wallet's balls till you get all your boutique juice. I'm playing, you playing in terms of games. Homebrew titles the same price as the triple A's. Don't act like you don't know. Fake interest due to FOMO. Limited slips, get your dick clipped. With these titles, now I got a neutered collection, held up by misleading cover art suspension. I need more, I need the great, and I need the fucking slop. Like Miley Cyrus in her Coke era, I can't stop. I want the alt art, even though I had no room. I want slips with the glow in the dark poon. I ain't got no fucking money. I spent all my fucking money. I got 15 copies of That's My Boy, Andy Samberg, and Adam Sandler. That's why I got no goddamn money.
Well, I gotta run. I gotta go take care of some stuff. So you guys take care.
Night, X.
Me. He's leaving me.
That's my boy.
Well, I guess we could call it a little bit early tonight if y'all want to. If y'all got stuff to do.
These nuts.
We'll be back next week, folks. We'll just go ahead and call it.
Okay. And I'm glad to hear that thing in the background is gone, Hobbs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Everybody, thanks for coming. Have a great night. We'll be back next week or the week after. And thanks for coming.
Fuck off.
Toodles.